It is a fact, before I come to the genesis, that President William Ruto, even when he was in Karen, actually built an altar. And there were prayers that were done in Karen when he was deputy president. And the fact that your president does not negate your beliefs and your faith, that is one. Nobody complained when he was in Karen and when he was donating to have an altar in Karen. Two, I want to let Kenyans know that spirits, we are spiritual human beings. The fact that there is a lot of vehement discussion about this is because of the spiritual alignment that we've got. That because the president got a church in State House, he is not the first person to build this church. This church was already existing. 120 years ago it was built. Nobody had actually raised a finger on that. The fact that Uhuru Kenyatta renovated a whole entertainment area into a bar and a club, nobody raised a finger in that. But the fact that Ruto is now renovating, is not building, is renovating a church that was built 120 years ago, just like he's renovating State House.
We saw the designs on the front page.
Let me have a discussion. Let me have a discussion, because this front page does not mean that that's the truth, because the very front page says Ruto was investing 1.2 billion. Where did it get from? Ruto yesterday in church said it is for a church for 300 people. Why can that become the front page? So do not believe in what the front page say, because a front page of a newspaper can also be a propaganda tool. So why don't we listen to even what he said yesterday? It is quote unquote. He is renovating, and he's decided he cannot use public money. He's doing it so that he can leave. This State House does not belong to Ruto, it belongs to Kenya. Anybody else can come and decide whether you want to worship there or not, just like the first person who constructed it. Uhuru decided he doesn't need a church, he needed a club, and he renovated a club. Nobody made a decision. So if that was constructed, donated by the president, because he's the president now, somebody else can come and either use it or not. But let me tell you, when you mention the name of Jesus Christ in front of where the devil is, he will be agitated. The fact that people are making a lot of noise basically means the spirits are clashing. Let us not falsify things. Ruto did not build a church. He renovates a church that was constructed 120 years ago. So let us not make noise. Let us only try to use that to analyze our spiritual networking. Why is our spiritual networking? Why are we making noise? He has not rejected to put up a mosque. If Muslims come and say, we want to do this into a mosque, we want to convert, we might make a Muslim president one time, and he might decide to say this place of worship becomes a mosque. Who will make a noise on that? So it does not capture, it does not go into Kenyans' pockets to have a renovation. In fact, we used to say, well, thank you, the president, because you have renovated a church. With your money, you leave it for us, it becomes our public property. We need to say thank you. We cannot operate on propaganda. In fact, he has said it very well. My brother said, there's 1.2 billion, which I don't know where it came from. It is important to accept and to agree that we are operating, we are being fed fodder that is not ours. It does not know where it comes from. And when the president said yesterday it is not true, they don't want to listen to that. They want to listen to propaganda because that is what sells to them. So let us agree that sometimes we over-exaggerate matters to meet our political innuendos. And that is not what we need to go as a nation. These facts will always become stubborn, and facts will always be facts. Let us operate on facts and not on propaganda.
All right.
The fact is talking about.
Final comment here. We have
the fact is talking about.
3 minutes, yeah.
I would want to get